everyone, I'm Jackie. In this vlog, I went on a trip to Taiwan with my husband for my 35th birthday. We spent the first 3 days exploring a bit of Taipei, then spent our last 2 days in Taichung. So, all in all, it was a 5 day, 4 night adventure. Honestly, I didn't have a big reason for picking Taiwan. I just knew I wanted to go somewhere new for my birthday. Traveling on my birthday has always been my little way of celebrating life. It keeps me curious, helps me learn more about different cultures, and just reminds me how big and beautiful the world really is. So come along and watch the days unfold with me. Our flight was at 6:50 in the morning on May 24, and oh boy, we really thought we were gonna miss it. There was a problem with my eGov registration. It showed that my profile wasn't verified, and I had to redo everything manually on the website 30 minutes before boarding. To all my fellow Filipinos, make sure your eGov profile is verified and good to go at least 24 hours before your flight. Trust me, you don't want that kind of stress while lining up at immigration. But anyway, I made it through, kept my cool, and moved on because what's a trip without a little bit of chaos, right? The flight from the Philippines to Taiwan only takes around 2 hours and there is no time difference. There was a bit of turbulence during the flight, something I'll probably never get used to, but I always remind myself that it's normal and the pilots do this for a living, literally every day. That usually helps calm my nerves a bit. Once we got off the plane and grabbed my bag, we headed straight to the Taiwan Lucky Land kiosk. If you haven't heard of this, it's Taiwan's way of rewarding and welcoming travelers who visit. You just sign up for it before your trip. Go! Good luck! Galingan mo. Aww. Not our lucky day. Let's go. Before figuring out where our hotel was and how to get there, we made our first cash withdrawal at an ATM inside Taoyuan International Airport, just near the Lucky Land kiosk. We took out 15,000 pesos. We used GCash to withdraw, and the best part, no additional fees, which is super convenient. To get to Taipei faster, we booked an airport MRT Express ticket on Klook. We just followed the signs to the MRT station inside the airport, and it was actually easy to find. We showed the voucher at the counter, picked up our token, and hopped on the train. It only took around 35 minutes to reach Taipei main station, and it was way cheaper than taking a taxi. From this experience alone, I was already impressed by how efficient and tourist-friendly the public transportation is here. Reminded me a lot of our trip to Japan last year. Until we got a little lost and confused. We made it to Taipei main station just fine, but once we got there, we weren't exactly sure where to find a bus stop going to our hotel. To make things a bit more challenging, it was raining too. And since we were already so tired from the long walk and waking up super early for our 6 a.m. flight, we just gave up and took a taxi instead. It wasn't even that hard to find our hotel, to be honest, but the exhaustion was real. So when we finally arrived, we were so relieved and really starving. Whenever we book accommodations for our trips, we always make sure it's close to a train station. It just makes getting around way easier, especially when you're tired from walking all day or carrying bags.
Medyo malayo pala to.
Gutom na ako. Ay, close pala yung restaurant.
We found Via Hotel Breeze on Agoda, and what caught our attention was they offer free coffee, tea, and snacks. Not 24/7, but available almost any time of the day. so we booked it for 3 nights while we were in Taipei. After the much needed rest, we didn't waste any more time. We headed out to look for something hearty and iconic. And what's more perfect than a bowl of Taiwanese beef noodle soup? We found a spot called Lao Shandong Homemade Noodles in Shimending. What made it even more fun was that we had to look for the place for a bit, only to realize it's actually hidden in a basement. Thankfully, Google Maps led the way. It's in Shimending, and when we got there, we noticed a bunch of signs pointing down to a little food court type area. Turns out this place has been Michelin rated for years, and you can tell people really love it. We ordered their homemade beef noodles and it was so good. The beef was incredibly tender, like melt in your mouth tender. And with the rainy weather, that warm bowl really hit the spot. For around 200 NTD, it was such a great find. Next up, since we all know milk tea originated in Taiwan, we went looking for one of the most popular chains here, 50 Nan. Before our trip to Taiwan, I watched a bunch of videos to get ideas on what to do and try out. And one of the things that caught my eye was this spot in Taipei's Hua Shi Street, a Vietnamese herbal hair wash salon. It's not your usual tourist activity, but it felt like such a unique and relaxing experience I didn't want to skip. The whole thing lasted around 35 minutes and it was soothing. They washed my hair about 3 times using different herbal shampoos, gave me a relaxing head, neck, and shoulder massage, and finished it all off with a blow dry. Honestly, it felt like a mini spa session just for your head. Highly recommend if you want a break from all the walking and eating. On our second day and also my birthday, the weather was still kind of moody. Rain would come and go, but we still went ahead with one of the most popular day tours.
Where are we going today for my birthday?
We're doing the Taipei tour. Yehliu, Geopark, Jiufen, saka yung Shifen. Tapos magpapalipad tayo ng
Kung di uulan.
We signed up for a group tour, so we made our way to the meeting point. We got there just in time, second to the last to arrive. Not technically late, but definitely not early either. Not gonna lie, gloomy, rainy birthdays aren't really my vibe. Rain kinda makes me a little sad, but you know what? I'm still glad we booked this tour because at least we got to explore new places and experience something different.
不管你要去哪里，我都不会阻止你。这里是野柳地质公园，你来这里就好好。
Let's go! First stop is Yehliu Geo Park. We're gonna see nature.
Okay, let's go.
You just have an hour to explore the place.
Our first stop was Yehliu Geopark. It's this unique coastal area known for its crazy rock formations that were shaped by wind and waves. honestly, it felt like walking on another planet. They also had this area called the Mushroom Rocks and a bunch of other shapes. I don't know anymore, but still, they were super cool to look at. It was a nice place to start the day despite the weather. Very scenic and different from anything I've seen before.
Alright, let's go listen to me. So what we should in school.
After that, we headed to Shifen. This place is known for the sky lanterns you can release along the old train tracks. We couldn't wait to write our hopes and dreams on one. I was really hoping the rain would stop by the time we got there. And thankfully, it did.
嚟 video one 咧 say hello. Video one.
Shifen had this really charming and festive vibe with all the colorful lanterns and old-timey train tracks. Although I gotta say, it was super crowded. You definitely won't get a peaceful moment here, but it's still worth experiencing at least once. Our last stop for the day was Jiufen Old Street. If you've seen Spirited Away, this place might look a little familiar. They say it inspired the setting of the movie. It's a maze of narrow alleyways packed with food stalls, tea houses, souvenir shops, and quirky little trinkets. I even picked up a cute keychain with my birthday on it. Then we stumbled upon this super talented guy who not only paints and sells ocarinas but also plays them. Before heading back to our hotel, we grabbed a little snack and found this calamari stall. We loved it, perfectly seasoned. Honestly, it would have been even better with a bowl of rice on the side. As the tour wrapped up, we went back to the city, grabbed McDonald's for dinner, and bought a little birthday cake. It hit me. I'm 35 now. Time flies. And while birthdays feel different as you get older, I just felt quietly thankful for everything. For this trip, for the people I love, and for where I am in life right now. It's the next day. We woke up with nothing planned, just wanted a slow, spontaneous kind of day. So we figured it was the perfect time for a walk. Explored the neighborhood a bit, checked out Taipei 101, and later tried some street food at Shilin Night Market. On our way to Taipei 101 with absolutely no idea what was inside. Turns out, it's actually a luxury shopping mall. We went up to the 5th floor to get tickets, $600 each for the observatory entrance. They warned us the view might not be so clear because of the rain, but we went ahead anyway. Inside the elevator, we realized how fast it was. Just 37 seconds to reach the 89th floor.
速度计时间 Please look at the screens on both sides indicating floor, height, speed, and time. 両サイドのモニターをご覧ください。そのエレベーターの高さ、位置を表しています。ちゃんとモニターで確認。エレベーターへ進出のピック速度は左で、そして We have arrived at the observatory. Thank you.
「Even with the gloomy weather, the view from above was still pretty surreal. The city looked like a mini world from up there." Then we climbed 2 flights of stairs to the 91st floor, where we found a miniature model of Taipei 101, watched a short informative video, and discovered an outdoor platform with panoramic views. Unfortunately, it was closed because of the rainy weather. Finally, we were mesmerized by the damper. This massive steel ball inside the tower, it sways to balance the building during strong winds and earthquakes. I didn't expect to geek out over it, but it was seriously fascinating.
Shilin Night.
For our last stop, we made our way to Shilin Night Market, probably the most famous night market in Taipei. This place is massive. You'll find everything from street food, clothes, souvenirs, even carnival games. We were excited to try some of the popular street food like stinky tofu, but for some reason, I couldn't find a single stall selling it or even a sign for it. So we just wandered around and grabbed whatever looked good. Spicy, salt and pepper. So we kept walking all the way to the last food stall we could find and decided to try one last street food before getting a proper meal. For our final bite, we found this stall selling fried nook, a popular Taiwanese night market dessert. It's basically a creamy milk-based filling coated in a crispy golden brown crust and usually served warm. After walking around Shilin Night Market, snacking on all kinds of street food, we found ourselves craving a proper sit-down meal. That's when we discovered Chiyo Affordable Teppanyaki right inside the market. The smell of grilled meat drew us in, and honestly, it was exactly what we needed. The food was hot, freshly made, and super satisfying. Way more filling than just nibbling here and there. If you're ever at Shilin and want something hearty without spending too much, Chiyo Teppanyaki is a solid choice. For the last 2 days of our trip, we decided to head down to Taichung. We really wanted to see a different side of Taiwan, so we made the trip from Taipei and spent some time exploring. One of the places we were most excited about was Sunmoon Lake, and it totally lived up to the hype. We thought it would be fun to explore it by bike, so we rented a couple and just cruised around. The views were amazing, and it was such a nice change of pace from the city.
Okay. And when you see this closed business center, this one, you can go this way, go to front gate. Okay.
I just wish we had gotten there earlier or even stayed overnight so we could have experienced everything the place has to offer. We really wanted to try the gondola ride too, but we missed it. Definitely something to come back for next time.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, really wanna know.
Han,
Hi! So tired na. Mali atang decision.
let's just go back.
It's just so tiring because my bike is manual. Look.
Why is your bike manual? Why?
Kasi I'm scared to ride that one. It's faster.
It's too fast.
It's too fast for my liking. Kasi parang hindi mo matitimpla yung bilis.
Tsaka hindi ba mataas?
Tsaka hindi. Actually,
Same
tatakot lang ako sa bilis.
Akala ko dahil mataas. Okay.
Pero dapat siguro, no? Mas okay.
Gusto mo, palit tayo.
Wag na.
Okay.
Okay na. This is the sesame shaved ice.
It's peanut.
And then the peanut shaved ice.
With ebab.
And I think you're supposed to pour this over. And then this one here.
Sarap. Parang peanut butter ice cream. Pero shaved ice. Weird texture.
It's our last day in Taiwan, which means it's time to head to Carrefour and hunt for snacks to bring home for family and friends. Carrefour is a popular grocery chain here, and instead of keychains or souvenirs, I personally prefer bringing home snacks from the countries I visit. It's something people actually enjoy, and a fun way to give them a taste of where you've been. After our successful pasalubong shopping at Carrefour, we had brunch at the original Chun Shui Tang. And I was 2 years old when I learned that this is where bubble tea was first invented, back in the 1980s. So of course, we were super excited to try it. I'm not usually a milk tea fan, but I actually like this one. We ordered the classic bubble tea, of course, and an iced uva black tea. The bubble tea had that perfect balance of creamy and subtly sweet, and the tapioca pearls were super chewy and fresh. The drinks tasted clean and natural, no weird artificial flavors. My favorite was the shawmai duet with shrimp and rice meatballs, super flavorful and totally satisfying.